Okay, so here's me explaining variables. So I think of a variable as naming a bucket which can then be ready to take any information that is changed once the program is running. So we saw before that could be used for the input value, or it could be the answer to a calculation. Here is a very simple example in W3 Schools. I'll show you it. I've opened it in Python. Okay, so I'm still running the shell here that I was running a moment ago. So those are old instructions, old information from the running of the last program. Here is the example from my running of the program a moment ago. So you can see I've got x, so I've named one variable x, one variable y. It's very common just to use a letter like we do with algebra in maths and it's not such a good practice because I don't know what that means, but if you have something that's just a quick counter, that's quite common. So here, the example, we name a space x, and then in this program we're actually telling it the answer, what's going to go into it, 5. We're naming another space y, and we're telling it to put the word John in there. Notice I have to put quotes so that it knows to put those words in. So notice a variable does not need quotes. It becomes a name of something special, but anything that has to go into it that's words has to have those quotes around it. Notice different things that you are allowed to call variables. You can start with, you can have underscores in. You can start with words or an underscore, lowercase or capitals. Those are all different. I know they look the same, but they are different. In Python, lowercase and uppercase are different things. Notice you can't start with a number. You can't have a hyphen in between, just an underscore, and you can't have a space. That becomes 2 words. I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm just going to run this. Run module. Okay, and it's the most pointless program ever. It tells you, it names 2 variables, it puts values in, and then it prints them out again. I'm just going to do a quick calculation. So in this example now, I've changed it slightly. I've got 2 numbers, so I'm putting a value into the variable called x. I'm putting a different value into a variable called y. In my program, I'm adding those 2 numbers together and putting them into a third variable that I've called z, and then I'm asking to print the answer. So I'll run module. Look there, that's the answer. It would be better if I called it, this final one, something more meaningful. Okay, so make sure you follow that along and try that yourself. That's variables.